Alright guys, welcome to Black Dog Survival, and today we're going to be doing a bit of a field test and a review on the US Air Force Pilot Survival Knife. Now, I have two knives here in front of you. I've had both of these for a while, and I've picked them up at various military surplus stores. I don't know if you guys don't know this, but I was in the Marine Corps for about 7 years, and I was stationed in California, in San Diego area, Cape Pendleton, and Miramar. And there are a lot of surplus stores out there, and in Oceanside, where most of them are. I've walked through all the surplus stores many times, and sometimes you'll find some pretty cool stuff at a pretty cool price. So this is one of the knives that I found. So I'm just gonna pick this up and show this to you a little bit. So this is a knife that's made by the Ontario Knife Company. This is still in production, so you can buy one new if you like. But I highly suggest you get one from a surplus store, because it'll be a little cheaper. It'll have a little bit more character to it. So as you can see, I've used these actually before. I took one on a deployment with me to Afghanistan, and I've used it numerous other times just to play around with it, camping, that kind of stuff. So this is a fixed blade knife. It is 9.5 inches overall length, and the blade is 5 inches. It is 9.9 ounces in weight. It is 1095 carbon steel, and it comes with a brown leather sheath like the one that you see right here. Okay, sorry that was kind of drony, but I wanted to give you the facts, and that was right off the website. So I've seen these at on various websites for about $35 to $40. At the surplus stores that I picked up this one right here for, I believe it was $25, $20 to $25, and this one was a little nicer. I picked this one up for I think it was about 30, 35, somewhere around that ballpark. So the construction of this knife is excellent. Okay, so this is like I said, a fixed blade. It's the 1095 carbon steel. It is a very strong steel, and as far as grabbing it, moving it around, there's no movement, guys. There's no movement. The base of it, you're not going to be able to open it up or anything. It is a true blade that goes all the way through. One of the best things about this knife that I've noticed is, since I've had it, I've used it numerous times. But the edge retention on this knife is amazing. I've sharpened it, once or twice here and there, but that's just because I was bored and I had nothing else to do. But generally speaking, the edge on this thing is amazing. Now, this is a medium-sized blade. So, are you really going to be able to use this to, cut down trees and build a shelter in the wilderness? Yeah, sure. I mean, you can. I would suggest you use a survival bowie, for that. But you can use this. Here's one that my other one, and this is like my field one, and I've used this one quite a bit, so you can see the grime and everything. And I was gonna clean it off once, but I decided not to, because it gives it character, makes it look like it's done a little traveling. Again, so back to the review. The edge retention on this is amazing. It's got a really good point right here. I've jabbed this into many trees, trunks, all kinds of wood you can find. It has yet to break. Right here, it's got the ribs, which I understand can be used to create a fire. I have not done it personally myself. Now, if you look at the stop right here, it's got 2 holes right there, and I didn't know what it was for originally. You guys know I like paracord, so I thought that, hey, maybe I can put some paracord in there, right? Loop it through. But from reading it a little bit and watching a few videos and doing a little research, I've come to find out that it's actually for attaching this to a stick and essentially making a spear out of it. Now, I'm not really big into spears, so I don't know how that would work, or how well it would work if I were to throw a spear. But the options there. Okay. Now, the wooden handle right here, I'm not sure what it's exactly made of, but the way it's designed, the way it's made, I mean, it gets excellent grip. Excellent grip. I love it. It's really good. I'm really amazed that I was able to pick up this knife, and I'm able to find a knife like this for the price that is. It's a very cheap and good knife. So let's go to the sheath a little bit. Okay, so this is the sheath that it comes with typically. There's different, some vendors that you get it from now. If you buy a new one, you'll find a little bit different color variation. So this is a leather sheath. It has the belt loop right there, so it can go through the belt, which is really nice. I haven't really used it like that, but you know, having the loop is nice. You can put it to a rig or a drop holster or whatnot. I had it on my drop holster when I was in Afghanistan, and it was nice. And here you go, the sheath. I'm sorry, the knife. The knife sheath sits in the sheath very nicely. You know, it sits in very well. The buckles here, they are. I mean, it's a little tight, but once you do get it buckled, there we go. It seats the knife very well. Okay. Right here, there's a pocket for a sharpener. Mine had a sharpener when I got it. I lost it. I don't know what I did with it. It's gone. I've been looking for one. It's just been having a bit of a hard time finding one that fits this perfectly. But yeah. Now, on the back here, this is really cool. Now, a lot of the guys will show you this in the videos and everything. It's got this black metal piece right here. It gives the sheath good rigidity. Okay, so you're not gonna. The sheath's not gonna flex at all with that on there. Okay, it's really nice, and the construction is really nice because of it. I really I like it. It makes it stronger. It feels nicer. It has a good strong feel to it. Okay, so as I told you, I had two of them, and you might be wondering, hey, why does this one look different? Now, this one was interesting. So as I said earlier, I bought both of these at a surplus store, right? Now, this one has the webbing in the back, right? So you can attach it to a rig, again, and a drop holster. And this is called a knife pocket. And, you know, it's got all these, like, serial numbers and everything right here, which makes me believe that this is actually, that this was actually issued to someone. And I was told that when I purchased it at the store that this is called a knife pocket, and here's the sheath. And apparently, one of the guys that worked in one of the squadrons, he has access to a sewing machine, and I was told that he sewed this. You can see it here. You can see the stitches. You know, it's a pretty nice stitch, and it stays on his knife pocket. As you can see, the back of it has the same has that same, you know, aluminum. It's a little different in the colors. It's matte. It doesn't have the sharpener in the front, but you know, it's got everything else. And guys, I gotta tell you, this thing is awesome. You know, and I've actually looked for this thing in the past. You know, once I got this one, since I've never saw another one, I looked for this several times, and I was never able to find it. So here it is. You know, you knives in there, and you can go ahead and snap it up if you like. There it is, the magical sound. And then this thing can just cover up all together. There you go. And that's what it would look like. This thing is pretty cool. So it's even got a tab right here for a quick, you know, that wasn't that quick, but theoretically you can pull it out really quick like that. And there you go, you get access to your knife. So all in all, I have a little bit of field test footage here. I'm going to be playing that here in a minute. This is a great knife. If you guys can pick this one up, I think this is a very high quality knife, and I would highly recommend it. Now, this is a little higher than in price value than the normal knives I buy. Like you guys know, I'm a big fan of M-Tech, and you know, or M-Tech knives generally, because they're lower price and they're very good quality in my opinion. And I like the other knives that are typically more expensive, but you know, you find them for cheap. But this is a knife that I feel like this should be $100 knife, honestly. These are both very nice knives, and Ontario Knife Company, bravo, they did a good job. I really think, you know, I'm really surprised to find them as much as you do in the military surplus, because I don't know too many of them that carry it. I've never met a Marine pilot that really carried one of these. They all had their own knives. I don't think I've ever met a Navy pilot that carried it either. So I'm surprised to see that the U.S. Air Force, that is an Air Force pilot survival knife, and I'm really surprised to see so many of them out in the surplus stores, you know. But I would highly urge you to jump online if you want to and find one, or jump on, go to your nearest Army, Navy, or Air Force surplus store and try to see if you can grab one. There are also very many variations of this. If you just Google like a Ontario Knife Company Pilot Survival Knife, you'll find that there are a lot of other knives out there that are very similar to this one. Okay, so check it out. I hope I didn't drone on too long. Again, I'm really surprised and happy with this knife. I've always liked Ontario Knife Company, and you know, if you don't have one of these in your collection and you like a pretty nice little survival knife, I would highly recommend you go grab one. Alright guys, well love to hear your comments. Please subscribe and enjoy.